The first question we have is whether the government should be focused on healthcare reform at a time when there are 30 million people unemployed or underemployed in this country. That's a good question. One of the things that the government mandated healthcare will do is force small employers to pay more when they hire people on. That's going to be very costly and will wind up causing greater unemployment. Right now, we should probably focus on getting people jobs rather than the perks of their jobs. We've also been asked, where is it a better place to work, Skadden or Latham? As some of our viewers know, I worked at both law firms, and my advice is don't go to work for either of them. Big law firms are going to die. You will spend your years working too much for a firm that is just going to go away in the future. The next question, is there any other decent way for a working person to save money than to put it in a 401k? Sure, there's lots of decent ways to save money other than putting it in a 401k, but if your employer is matching your 401k, that's probably a really good choice, and I highly recommend it. When the government goes low on money because people are out of work and are not generating income to pay the income tax, then what? Well, a sensible government might decide to cut its spending a bit, just like anybody would do when their income went down. But that's not what any realistic government is going to do. They're going to borrow money and deficit spend in order to make up for any shortfall. Ghost of 29, a regular commenter, asks, when you write a post about a currency, a major commodity, or a publicly traded company, shouldn't you also note whether you're personally owning it or shorting it? Yes. In fact, we do. If you go to our author page, and that's attached to every single one of our posts, you'll find that we have disclosures about what sort of investments we're making. I am not personally long or short any particular stock, and if I ever do that, I'll note it in the post. Finally, what do you think of Lady Gaga's music? She's not really my style. I recommend you go out and buy the new Rancid album instead. Thank you. This has been You Ask, We Answer, brought to you by Research in Motion, the makers of the BlackBerry.